Hello and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. I'm your hang, Tim McLovin, coming to you with your other hang, Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, good. We've been having a nice day together, kind of quietly fighting.
Yes. Well, Myka was rude last night, and I'm still mad at her for it.
I wouldn't share my ice cream. He tried to eat it right off my spoon, and it pissed me off.
I didn't try to eat it right off your spoon. I said, Myka, may I have a taste of the ice cream? You go, no.
This is me. I have it loaded on the spoon. I'm about to stick it in my mouth, and he's like, can I get a bite of that? I'm sorry, but I had those. I even told it, hold on.
Here's
let's
a direct
introduce the
quote,
guest,
Kat.
and we
Here's
can
a
get in
direct
the fight.
quote. No, I got the perfect amount of ice cream I wanted just for me. A fucking rude quote from a rude person.
Holy shit. Tim, you are going in way too hot. We haven't even introduced our guest, and she's literally scared right now. That's fucked up of you.
I mean, you brought it up.
I was talking about the fight this morning, not the fight last night over the ice cream, which,
That's
by
what
the
I'm
way,
mad about.
You're pathetic.
No. There wasn't another fight this morning. Myka and I just got in a disagreement about what we find funny comedically.
Comedian extraordinaire. I say fashion icon.
Oh, yeah. Talk into the microphone, Kat. That would work for the pod.
Yes, with the blazer today.
Tim usually reminds people to talk into the microphone, and I guess this is the first time he didn't.
I guess not. Also, when you move your head, move the mic with you. There's so many people that don't do it. It's wild.
We're
This
not.
is a unidirectional mic.
Yeah.
Kat Toledo, everybody.
Hello, Kat. How are you?
Hey, Tim. I haven't really been exposed to Tim that much.
Yeah, well, you just got a fucking gnarly impression of...
Of a man who's been beaten down. A man who
Tim,
shares...
why didn't you make yourself your own bowl of ice cream?
This is what I'm... Here's the
All
thing.
I wanted was a
or
taste.
let the spoon, the little plane that's headed into the mouth land, and then be like, okay,
That's not
taste
the
it.
point. First of all, it was already your second bowl. Secondly...
Whoa, outed.
That's still not the point.
Secondly, the point was she goes, this is the perfect amount of ice cream I wanted for myself. Kat, I have nothing in this world. I have absolutely
my God,
nothing.
Poor Tim.
I know. He says from the beautiful apartment with his incredible girlfriend that's too good for him. And
There's
a
two
cat.
floors here,
Right.
2 bathrooms.
But everything I
He
have,
has nothing.
I share everything with Myka, whether I want to or not. I don't say, no, this is all I had for me. I say, yes, you can have whatever you want, I say to Myka
It wasn't
all
like-
the time.
Okay, point of order.
Point of order, I'm right. Thank you.
Point of order. When I got the ice cream, he was like, I'll try some. And I was like, okay, I'm going to actually usually eat it out of the pint directly and share it. And I was like, I'm going to put it in a bowl because I like to plan my little bites and know exactly how much I'm having and like eat
Which
it
is
myself and enjoy
insane.
it.
That's also insane.
That's not how I fucking feel. Why is that? That's what I fucking want to do. And I told him that ahead of time so that to avoid this conflict. Then I bring
That
in
was
my,
for her first bowl, I thought. I thought everything had gone
Every
out
bowl.
the window on the second bowl.
well, now you know. You're insane for being still mad about this.
It was fucked up, Myka. I share everything with you.
So
can't
get
share...
up and get your own fucking bowl of
I
ice
didn't
cream.
want a bowl of ice cream. I just wanted to taste the
Then
ice
get up
cream.
and get a spoonful of ice cream.
No.
It was not that crazy of a
Myka,
thing.
you defending this position is making you look like more and more of an asshole to everyone.
in the
and
comments,
you're already
please.
on the fucking line with these people because they love me, and you are
Yeah,
looking-
boundaryless Tim.
This is not.
Yes, I have nothing.
Not
Kat,
even
I have
boundaries.
nothing. I have nothing, and all of my nothing I share with Myka.
You guys are really sweet and don't remind me at all of my parents fighting growing up. Nothing at all.
Well, you need to weigh on this now. Who is right? Who is wrong?
It's a little bit of both in a relationship.
In a relationship, but what about in this particular situation?
You should have waited till she finished the bite and then been like, let me taste it because
I waited till she finished a whole bowl, and then she brought another bowl in, and I said, "Okay, I'll do a little."
But how about
taste.
this? She's hungry. The girl's hungry. If she's going for a second bowl, that means she's hungry. So you should be like, let me taste it out of the pint. Like a nice little scoop out of the pint would have been appropriate, I think, for you. And then if you like it, you serve some salt.
But then I would have had to get up and go, and we were watching a movie.
Oh, wow. Okay, there is a cozy factor there, Myka.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Myka, the queen of being cozy and not wanting to get up.
The queen of getting stuff for herself, though.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
I went up and got a second bowl on my own. And this was
All
after
I
he
wanted
finished.
was, but I didn't want a bowl of ice cream.
Is this what like turns you guys on? Like, is this
No.
how you
No.
get
I
into
did not
We
it?
want-
haven't fucked in months.
I did
Whoa!
not. I did not want a bowl of ice cream, Kat. I just wanted to taste the ice cream. I just wanted to see what it tasted like, just a little bit. That's all I wanted. And
You could
Micah
also
goes,
taken a spoon straight out of the pint. Weighing in on the comments, literally, if enough people take Tim's side because they feel bad for him, I will abide by that anyway, which is bullshit. You guys know
all
it's
right.
right. Most
So
times.
for dinner, we had wings. Right? We had wings for dinner.
Yum.
I got barbecue wings. Micah got Cajun wings. I also got a little side of Thai chili wings to try them. And Micah goes.
pissing me off.
Micah goes, is it okay if I have one of your Thai chili wings? I know you said you like them the best. I said, absolutely. You can have whatever you want. Whatever I have is what you can have.
So I asked for consent. So first, wait, you're saying I asked for consent and then you said yes and then I took one?
Yes, because we're under
As
the
opposed
standing
to
that this
warning
is-
you ahead of time, I want to eat exactly what's in my bowl.
And also, I said, may I have a taste? A taste! Just a taste.
And I
One
said,
little taste might
that's
get.
called consent. And if you can't follow it on ice cream, what else can't you
I
follow
did
it
follow
on?
it.
Rapist?
No, I did follow it on ice cream. And Kat, after this, Mike is not bringing up. She said, I feel bad about the ice cream thing, which she should have.
Because he made such a. I actually did not feel bad about it. I felt bad that he felt bad.
I felt bad that I share
Which
everything
is the
with
same though.
The point is
you
that
felt bad about it.
the
I
point
felt
is
bad
that
I did not feel bad about turning it down. I felt bad that he was upset about it.
is that because you don't share, because you're not a sharer. I share everything. You don't
You
share.
could have had as much
We're
of
in
it
a
as you
partner.
wanted.
We're in a partnership. This is what sharing is.
This is insane.
Do you guys sleep in the same bed?
Yeah, this happened in bed.
You could have had as much as you want, just not of the bowl I had already spooned out.
I just wanted a taste. That's all I wanted.
You
Micah.
still could have had that. I never kept
All
you
right,
from that.
sound off in the comments. Hashtag Team Tim if you believe
And the
in
fact that
a
you are
real
s-
person.
The fact that you're still upset about it is wild.
It was because you don't share. Because I
do
because
share.
I look at a partnership in a different way, where we both have the equal amount of things that we want. So
All right, next time you're in the shower, I'm going to step in front of the water spray.
Okay.
Next time
He'll
you're
probably
taking
like
a
it.
shit, I'm going to shit right between your legs.
That's different.
Next time, yeah, no.
There's no space. My legs sit on the
No, we
toilet
should-
and
well,
it
we share-
closes.
we share
You're not gonna
everything.
get any of the shit into
We
the
share
toilet,
everything.
Micah.
Next time you have a bite of food come into your mouth, I'm going to put my mouth right in front of it and swallow it like
Okay, I don't
like
care.
a space astronaut.
Also, Micah, when I sit on the toilet, my thighs lock together. The shit will just
He's
sit
thick.
on top of my legs and it will not go in the toilet. So really, you're just making more of a mess.
Well, we'll share that mess together.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess we will.
Wow. Okay, now I'm hot.
So,
Kat, how are you?
Yeah, how are you?
wow,
doing?
this got resolved quick. I'm well.
But you didn't try. Okay,
I'm
so
totally single, so I don't deal with any of this.
When was the last time you cohabitated, or have you ever?
I guess in Miami, I lived with a younger man.
whoa, yeah,
A younger rich man, and it all made sense. He was tall, rich, and handsome.
It all made sense. He was
that does
tall.
all make sense. That
I'm like this equal.
Yeah.
tall, rich, and handsome. That all makes sense to me.
But big age difference, and I couldn't. And I don't know if it was because he had money or he was younger. The motivation factor was different, but then again, he got a job nearby, and one day I showed up to pick him up, and he was like mopping the floor, and I felt really bad for him. I'm like, I understand why he's rich. He shouldn't mop floor.
He was bad at mopping the floor.
He was good, but he was like working really hard, and I was like, oh, no one should.
Wait, I don't understand what you felt
Yeah,
bad
what the hell?
about.
I mop floors all the time.
But Tim deserves it because he's poor.
Yeah.
Oh, I deserve it because I'm poor.
I don't know. Once I saw him do that, I was like, that rich guy doesn't need to do that. Like, I don't know.
You felt bad for the rich guy?
is it
I would
wrong?
never. No, I'd be like, thank God the rich guy's taking his lumps. But I
Yeah.
get.
I guess I felt for him. I don't know why. I just was like,
His life should be easier.
yeah.
He's so rich. Why isn't he hiring someone else that he works with to do this?
It does make. I mean, why was he doing that? Why was that the job he got?
Because he got the first job in the neighborhood that he lived in.
Why did he even get a job if he was rich?
Because he needed to get a job for structure in his life.
Oh, he needed structure, huh?
And you still felt bad for him?
Yeah, when I saw it, I was just like,
He's taking a poor person's job so that way he doesn't lose track of time.
it was probably my idea.
What better structure than the tile and grout on the floor?
Whatever.
Where was he working?
Just like some vegan place that didn't let you tip people.
Ugh.
It was terrible.
Do they pay everyone a living wage?
In Miami, probably not. It was probably like
wow.
$10 an hour. I don't know. I don't want to talk about him too much. I know it's a podcast for talking, but now I feel bad. But I did live with him.
No, just say his name and address, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
No, but he was very nice, and he would make me breakfast, and he would use nice ingredients that he
That's
learned
nice.
about, like creme fraiche and brioche.
Wow.
That he learned about.
Yes.
As a kid growing up with his
okay,
family.
yeah.
And then that was nice, and he definitely shared his ice cream, and he definitely didn't take any from me.
See, there you go. And now
But
they're not together.
He never fixed the jacuzzi though, and
That fucking asshole.
Oh my God! How are you supposed to relax after a long day of watching him mop the floor in a
You
very
know what
sad
they say?
way?
Mo bubbles, mo troubles.
I know that's right, Myka, and I know that's right. Oh, well, that's good. So that was in Miami. Where are you living now, Kat? In the beautiful Hollywood area?
Los Angeles in Echo Park.
Wow.
Where the cool kids like to hear themselves. Do they call it Echo Park because it's like an echo chamber of all the same beliefs?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, cool.
yeah. You
Where it's just sort of like, those Palestinians should rape everyone until they're free.
Myka, no talking like that on the pod, please.
What? I'm
gonna
just
get us
trying to echo what the thought is.
I was thinking as a tourist activity here, I should rip down a kidnap thing just so like they could be like, no, and I could be like, it's like a funny. That's like what they do in New York.
That's so funny. You know, we got to go to Times Square. We got to visit the Statue of Liberty. We got to rip down a hostage poster.
Yeah. I haven't seen as many around recently.
They've all been ripped
I
down.
saw a ripped one, and I was like, oh.
Oh, that is someone
they
from
are.
the West Coast must have come to town. All right, well, that's good, Kat. Thank you for coming all the way from Hollywood just to be on the show. We really appreciate it. And since you're here, you might as well plug your shit, bitch. Do your plugs.
We're on our second segment. This one's called Plugs.
Okay, I have a show called Besitos. The next one is March 10th at Bar Lubitsch in WeHo. It's a cool show. I don't know if anyone's seen the promo, but I cast my co-host off Craigslist, and I get a bunch of submissions before that, and I pick them, and it's cool.
It's cool. Kat did one New York edition.
Oh, I did. Oh, yes.
And I was on it. It was very
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it was really
The
fun.
girl you picked from Craigslist was hot as fuck.
She had nice abs, but she was young and called me a hamburger.
What?
Wait, what does that mean?
When did she do that?
She did it when she didn't know what to say during an improv set that we did. And I was just like,
She called you a... Give me the context.
she's like, oh, I like your dress. You look like a hamburger. and I was like,
Well, this is the kind of brain you're getting from a Craigslist audition.
she was young and she's new in town and still developing her like whole personality. So it
Oh,
was
sure,
okay.
yeah. Give her every excuse for being rude to you.
I called her a French fry.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
That's good.
She was tall and
She
skinny.
was tall and skinny, but
And
that's
a little
really funny.
salty, if you ask me.
I like it. Like, she doesn't know her personality yet. She's a fully formed adult just calling people hamburgers just to see, you know.
Yeah. It's just an adult person that just really hasn't figured it out yet. She's a good lady, but she's very tall and skinny and beautiful.
A shy influencer, which is like a whole brand of like people who want to get into entertainment, but they're still like shy, and so they just go interview people, and they're just like, "Hey,
Oh, I hate that.
it's a thing." It's like shy influencer because
Oh.
they review a bunch of stuff, but it's like, "Hey, so today I went to go check out this falafel place," and it's like,
Oh, that's so cowardly. That's so fucking cowardly.
I didn't
just take photos of yourself in a bathing suit and start an OnlyFans. Don't pretend to have a personality when you don't have one.
I didn't talk to anyone in line. It was a nice time. The people there didn't make eye contact, and I had a nice little euro, and that's it. I got nothing else. I don't know what I have at falafel places.
No, it's fucking false humility. It's like how Orson Welles described Woody Allen. You know how he's like all that fucking anxiety and shit. He's like, it's just a front for being a narcissist and pretending like he doesn't think he's better than everyone else. And scathing takedown, look it up. And that's how I feel about these shy influencers.
Orson Welles.
Except Woody Allen was talented, and these influencers seem like they are not bringing it.
And Orson Welles is a notorious asshole. He used to eat 3 prime rib steaks for dinner every night.
Really?
Yeah,
And
he
no one
fuck-
tried to have a taste?
I know.
Even though he was on his second prime rib?
He's paying for it, Micah. He's by himself. No one wants to watch a man eat 3 prime ribs.
He did that
I know.
alone?
I got to prime rib number 2, and everybody fucking cut out on me.
What?
They go, I'm not going to watch this man eat himself to death, they said.
Yeah, Tim does mukbangs, but no one will stay through.
Yeah. They don't like any of it. They're like, ugh. I'm trying to be like Jose Avocado or whatever that guy is, who went from weighing 140 pounds to weighing like 300 pounds now. He got fat as fuck. It's really sad. But anyways,
Oh, so that was plugs.
do you have anything else to plug?
I have a podcast that one day will come out with Allison Stevenson called Healthy Negativity. Whenever that comes out, you could listen to that.
All right,
Cool,
perfect.
yeah. Keep your eye out for that. Hot new
Put
pod.
on Google alerts for healthy negativity. Micah?
So on February 4th at 5 and 7 p.m. at New York Comedy Club, I am going to be opening for Derek Humphrey's album recording. So that should be very cool. You guys should all come out to that. That's going to be very fun. 5 or 7 at New York Comedy Club in Gramercy. And then I have a gyno appointment, it looks like, next week.
That's good.
Where they'll tell me what is wrong with my pussy. And then it looks like on Super Bowl Sunday, I've got a show at St. Mark's that I'll probably cancel. And what else do we got going on? And just follow me at Micah Fox for all your fucking TikToks and Instagrams and whatnots.
Yeah, me too.
And follow our Patreon. Patreon.com. You know what I've been thinking today? We're going to make some fucking merch and you're going to buy it. And I'll let you know when that comes out.
Kat, here's a merch idea. It's a shirt, right?
No.
It's a t-shirt. It's got a fat kid on it. He's eating a popsicle. He's wearing all American flag stuff.
And it's a rocket pop.
Yeah, it's a rocket pop. Yes, of course. And he's sitting there wearing all his American flag stuff, rocket pop, and it says, "These colors don't run." What do you
The
think?
ice cream's dripping.
But the ice cream is running, of course. But the fat kid, of course, was representative
because
of
he
America.
doesn't run because he's
Uh-huh.
common misconception. They do run, but it's like jiggly.
It is true. So on the back will be
checked.
so on the back. All right. Well, then I'll update the shirt. On the back will be like it'll say "just kidding," and then it'll
They
be
do, but they run kind of jiggly.
and it'll be a hologram. If you catch a person walking, you can see it of a fat kid jiggling around as he runs away.
To catch a person walking.
Yeah. Anyways, you can check out the Patreon at patreon.com/great hang. Check that out. Listen to Tough Questions with me and Jeff Sheen. And, of course, you can check me out in St. Louis, Missouri on the streets of St. Charles with enemy of the show, Tom Takar, February 22nd to the 25th, where we will be hanging out at the newly opened Stews. So if you live in the St. Louis, Missouri area, go check out Stews, opened by friend of the show and Jew Nate Burrows. So check it out. He would be very happy if you came in and told him that Cool Tim sent you. So go check out Stews and check us out in St. Louis. All right. Kat, this is that was plugs, of course, and also merch talk. This is a part of the show where if you have a new bit, you throw it to Myka and I. We'll polish that baby up, and we'll get it ready for the stage for you.
Nice.
It's called Spit That Bit.
All right, so I got this new bit I've been trying. It worked, didn't work. Did it on 50 worst jokes, really worked. I'm like, all right, I'll bring it back. And so now I'm like trying it again. It's called Jazzy Snake.
Okay.
And it's me in a morph suit with like this giant snake sewed on. And I used to enter the stage on the ground, but then realized and do the set from there, but realized nobody could see me.
Sure, yeah. They don't look at the ground for stand-up comedy normally.
No, they don't. And so then now I enter with it with my face open. I'm like, hello, I got this character. And it's called Jazzy Snake. And then I close it and I'm like, and then I'm like, I'm a Jazzy Snake. And then I just do a bunch of jokes, but they all end up being like dick sucking jokes because snakes could suck their own dick because of the oral bros, that thing. And then It's a bunch of those jokes.
Ouroboros does sound like what you say while you're sucking a dick. You're like, Ouroboros.
I mean, snakes are perfect for sucking dicks. They're the shape of dicks. Dicks go in them perfectly.
Yeah. One of the jokes I have is it's a quote from some Buddhist text where Buddha's like, it's better to stick your dick in a viper's mouth than in a woman's vagina. And then I'm like,
know that's right.
you heard it there first. So
wait, Buddhists were fucking?
They're
yeah.
not priests. Catholic priests are like the only ones that can't fuck.
Buddhists could do whatever they want, but those priests, they fuck little boys.
I know, but they're not supposed to.
Tim's Catholic, so he suppressed all of that.
We didn't suppress them. We just moved them away. We didn't even say anything. We just go, I got a new church for you with the youngest, hottest children.
So tell us more about your bit.
Yeah, so you're Jazzy Snake.
Yeah.
Kat's like, do I have to keep going with this pedophile stuff?
I mean, I could say something about everything. But yeah, the snakes. So then, I just keep saying a bunch of jokes and then, like usually dirty
This is
jokes.
good. Oh, okay.
And then eventually, I ask if anyone has any like snake phobias or anything, and if they want to do some inversion therapy, and then I wrestle them, and I wrestle them on stage. And
That's what we call a traditional comic.
Wow. This is good, Kat.
yeah.
And so what doesn't work about it? The most of it, or?
I don't know if I need to be doing all the dirty jokes because then my brain gets traumatized, and then for a good half hour after, I'm like just like saying pervert things, and I'm like trying to not be a pervert in public,
Do you think that has anyone gotten hard after the dirty jokes and wrestling you on stage? Have you ever had that happen?
There was this drunk woman,
dear
and then
God.
I got off
Dick
stage,
got hard as hell.
and she just kept turning back to look at me while there was the next comics were on, and I was just like, she just kept going. And then later on, she was like, "Can I cuddle the snake? Can I cuddle the snake?" And then it was in my bag, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pull it out right now. It's like a whole costume and a whole thing. And then because snake brain,
Yeah,
I was like,
got
well, you
snake-
could kiss the snake, and I was just like, oh
Ew, so you put the costume back on and
no,
let
I left it in the bag. No,
But you had
no.
you had dirty, you had dirty joke brain working.
Yeah, my brain was, and then I felt I still like a comedian heard me. I mean, he recently followed me back, so he's not disgusted. But I was like, that comedian heard me say that, and I'm embarrassed.
I would have laughed. I would have been like, "That's funny."
He looked at me. He's like, huh? Well, the thing is, if
Does he have autism? Is he one of these autistic comedians?
no,
Or
That's
as snakes go, autistic.
Yes, Myka. Very nice.
no, he's very non-autistic. He just noticed because if a guy would have said that, it would have been like, whoa! I think.
Yeah.
If a guy would have been like, yeah, come kiss the snake.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying if a drunk guy came up and been like, "I want to cuddle the snake."
No, I meant
That
like,
also would have been bad too, probably.
just people need to stay away from the snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't really say stop sexualizing the snake when you
I
sexualized it.
super sexualized.
Is there
super
anything
good.
about jazz hands with Jazzy Snake? Because they don't have any hands.
They don't
Is there a joke there?
Well, what else is jazzy about the snake besides that, which I love?
That's it.
That's it. That's very funny.
I mean, it is funny. And it is worth putting an entire costume on to do.
Have you ever thought about just doing that and then doing the rest of your set in the snake costume?
So I originally one time I was on ketamine and with my friends
Sure.
in Miami. I'm like, I got a spot down the street. You guys want to come with me? So I started the set going, tss, 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 and then I did my jokes, and then in between I go, tss, tss, and it went great. So I was like, oh, maybe I could do some of that for Jazzy Snake and do that sound in between the jokes. But then I always forget because when I'm telling the jokes, I enter this rhythm where tss, 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 does not come in.
Yeah.
So then
Have you thought about doing ketamine before every set?
I cannot. I quit. I cannot. Since 2018, no more hard drugs.
All right.
for you.
You know what? Congratulations. Myka, fully sober. But are
Wow.
you just off of all hard drugs, huh?
I've been off of hard drugs almost a year. No alcohol almost a year. I quit
Awesome.
weed.
1 week
Almost
from
5 months
one
ago.
week from today, it'll be a
And
year.
then you were trying to take away her ice cream.
Fuck Myka and
Her
fuck her ice
only
cream.
pleasure.
My only vice.
Yeah, right.
Actually, what I really liked was the bowl.
Oh, okay.
I just love my own bowl.
So, Kat, are you fully sober or just no hard drugs?
No hard drugs, and I haven't been smoking weed, and then I don't want to. And then alcohol, I want to once in a while. Like, I'll have one, but if I have something important to do, I won't drink. Maybe even the next day, I won't drink the night before just because, I don't know, one drink it makes me dehydrated. And
Oh, yeah. That's basically sober to my ass.
I think
That's
so.
pretty good. That's good. Well, good for you.
And I don't have random sex.
That's so crazy
Well,
because when
that's
we
good.
met, it was like at a party and
Party
we met in a
animals.
bathroom and you were like, you want to try whatever XYZ? And then we just started doing whatever
You
random
want to try
drug shit.
XYZ
I
and then
never
go have
offered
some
anyone anything. I was too cheap for nothing.
I don't know, but we got fucked up that night and I didn't know you.
Yeah, Mike is in
definitely
the
used to
bathroom.
party.
Mike is in the bathroom. Kat's like, I brought this exact amount for me, and this is all I want.
We might have traded drugs. That might have been part of it. Shut up, Tim.
I mean, it's what you do in New York. You party a little bit, you know.
I mean, that was like
Yeah.
over a decade ago, too.
Work hard and then party even harder.
Oh, absolutely. Got to do it. What what else is to work for if not to party?
Yeah.
For the accomplishments, Tim. For the
Yes.
achievement.
I've worked hard for a while. I haven't achieved shit, but the partying has been good.
Maybe that's what's happening there at the less party, more achieving.
No, it isn't.
So did we help your bit? Was it helpful?
Oh, I don't know if I've gotten any pitches yet.
Well, I said the hands thing.
Tim also suggested you do ketamine all the time.
Oh yeah, okay, but yeah. So the hand thing, I said at one point I was like, I was gonna get rid of this joke because maybe it had no legs
Oh,
or
that's
something
funny.
like that.
Oh, there you go.
But I didn't do that.
What
last
if
time.
what if you made someone charm you out of a basket? Like you put people on the spot and be like, charm me out of a basket.
Would that be racist?
In what way?
Oh, to Indians? Who does that? What race is that? What race?
would
What
be-
race would it be racist against?
Snake charmers?
Is that a
Well,
race?
but they also do snake charming in a lot of backwoods white religions as well.
Right.
That's true. You mean would
Okay.
it be racist?
Yes, she's
Nice.
on.
Nice. You know, I am inspired by the backwoods, the snake religions.
Yes, do something with
I
that.
am inspired because I do talk about like a lot of like spiritual stuff, like Kundalini, because like snakes are really popular in spiritualism.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, nice.
Well, they're scary as hell, and they're a good thing to get over, like your fear of over. Micah's scared as shit of snakes.
I'm afraid of snakes. You could try and tempt people to eat an apple. Or like something else,
Oh.
something dumber maybe, be like, eat this kumquat.
And then it's still a little dirty.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'll probably do a pomegranate because sometimes they say
Yeah.
that it was a pomegranate, not an apple.
Yeah, that's...
I'll
You
look
got to
into
be
it.
spiritually accurate.
All right. Well, I think we figured this bit out. I think it's pretty good now, and I don't think it'll ever bomb again.
It didn't bomb last. It hasn't bombed since I introduced it at 50 Worst Jokes with the intention of cutting it forever. And
Yeah.
then Brody Reed was like, "Kat, this is a good bit." And I was like, "Fine, I'll believe in it." And then I tried it again, and it went well, except for when I got too horny, too pervy.
It happens. It happens. You can't go too pervy. These freaking moms and dads in the audience, they get so upset because you're moving their kids away from religion, much like the snake did in the Garden of Eden, you know?
There's a pube on your mic.
I want it there. Oh, shit.
Ew, Tim.
It was cat hair.
You're allergic to that shit.
You're allergic to cats, and you live with a cat. Mm-hmm. Okay, now that's love, Micah. Come on.
That's needing a place to live.
I don't need a place to live. I have
No,
I
okay,
have an
thanks for
apartment.
fact checking our joke, Tim. Tim's like, well, actually, on our own podcast of all places.
What?
You guys
Well,
do live
actually-
together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live here.
Wouldn't it be funny if this was all fake? We like just met once a week to do this pod and then pretended to have like fake fights and shit.
That would be good. That's a lot more work than I'm ever trying to do, though, in my life.
It's just easier to live with her and fight.
It is. It really is.
Tim, what's your zodiac sign?
Libra.
Oh, wow.
What does that mean for me?
Just thinking about it.
All right. Well, you take those thoughts and put them into the microphone, and let's do some fucking astrology on the podcast.
Libras are nice. They want to be likable, but they're the first to talk some shit. I'll tell you that one. No, they'll be like,
That's true about me. I talk a lot of shit.
comedians tend to do that. It's like part of the fun or whatever. But they do talk shit and they get mad when they don't get stuff. Like they're like, why not me? And it's just like, you're fine. They actually get a lot of stuff and they're very likable, and like all Libras have it good.
Well, not all of them. One of them doesn't. All right. So next,
All right, and he's like, yeah, they complain even though they don't have anything. He says, proving her point.
on to our next segment.
And they're nice.
I am nice, motherfucker. That's why I deserve a little fucking taste of ice cream.
You could have had as much as you wanted.
I just wanted a taste. That's all.
How about this? What if next time Myka gets herself a bowl of ice cream, she goes, "Hey Tim, would you like some?" Is that something you want?
No.
I've heard him say at the beginning.
This is the point is, it was the way in which she said it. There was so much like weird anger and greed in the way she said it that it was very off-putting and quite honestly disgusting.
If you guys aren't really having sex, maybe that's maybe you need to, instead of eating the ice cream, eat the pussy. I don't know. Maybe is that too much to say?
What?
Pussy doesn't taste like
ice cream. He should be eating
cream.
me.
You should be eating pussy, not ice cream.
That's right.
Yeah, probably, but I don't want to. It's not as good, delicious as ice cream.
He's like, I just want to taste. I don't want to eat the whole thing.
Yeah. And Micah's like, I only brought enough pussy into bed for me. All right, Myka, hot take of the week.
All right, this is I'm gonna read you something from Reddit's "Am I the Asshole?" I'm gonna give you the subject line. You're gonna give your hot take on whether or not they're the asshole.
Okay.
And then we'll read the rest of it to see if where we stand again. All right, so this one is "Am I the asshole for not sharing a free meal with my anti-Instagram boyfriend?" Feels a little topical.
Yes.
Interesting.
The meal was free?
Yes.
Wait, I mean, you don't have to share the whole thing, but you got to give them a little bit. You got to give them a taste, you know?
Wait, I guess she didn't go by herself. They didn't go by themselves to go eat this free meal.
Yeah.
I think that, no, she's not an asshole if he wanted a full-on half of the meal and she was the reason that they got the meal for free and she's the only one who got one, but she could give him a little bit. If she didn't give him a little bit, she's a fucking asshole.
If she's not sharing,
I have to keep my stance.
if she's not sharing, it's because she feels like she's not getting enough somewhere else. And honestly, it's not an asshole move to say, no, I want this for myself. I want it. I don't win things often. I want this free meal for myself. Is that wrong?
Well, she's working, it sounds like. It sounds like she's doing like an Instagram influencer thing for a restaurant, and they're giving her a free meal so that she'll take pictures of it and post that she's there.
Maybe she's also hangry. You know what I mean? It's like a thing where you don't eat. And
Yeah, she could be
get
like
real pissed off, and then you have that meal in front of you.
She could be like a Snickers commercial.
Yeah, not everyone is like this.
You're not you when you don't have your free Instagram meal.
That's true. She looks like Abe Vigoda and shit.
What?
From the Snickers commercial.
Oh, I didn't know he did those.
Go ahead.
All right. So here's some context, shall we? I post my food pics from when I go out to eat on Instagram. It's just for fun. I spend like 30 minutes a week on it tops. My boyfriend is a very sweet guy in many ways, but one of the things that I'm not so much a fan of is that he often hops on the bandwagon of hating on innocent things. Not just not liking something, but making sure everyone knows he doesn't like it, even if nobody asked. I can't help but notice a theme. Pumpkin spice lattes, pouty selfies, Taylor Swift, etc.
Her boyfriend is like the equivalent of whatever like a basic hater is.
Yeah, it's very unoriginal stuff to hate.
Yeah, he's like a basic ass dude that thinks he's original because he's a hater, but he's a basic hater.
Yeah, he's worse than liking basic shit. Hating basic shit is worse than liking it.
Taylor Swift is good.
Taylor Swift is good. So are pouty selfies. Pumpkin spice lattes can kick rocks though.
Those are good any time of the year, though.
I think they're just sweet, but that's my personal opinion.
They're sweet.
As you can guess, he is not a fan of the food pics and thinks it's very annoying and cringe. He doesn't even follow my Insta, even though he has an account, frowny face. Even though I don't have very many followers, I have started getting occasional offers and invitations from restaurants in my city to try their food for free in exchange for a review.
What?
Nothing crazy, no steak dinner so far, but I've gotten a few sandwiches and several baked goods. Well, I just hit the big leagues and got invited to a new restaurant opening that includes a free appetizer and entree for me and one guest. I immediately invited one of my Instagram friends who I have gone out to eat with on several occasions and who also enjoys taking food photos.
That's who she's gonna fuck.
She doesn't say what gender it is either. I told my boyfriend and he's pissed. He's pissed I'm not taking him and says I'm doing it out of spite. I really think I'm not, ? If the restaurant is giving me free food in exchange for a post, I'm going to put more effort into the post and spend a few extra minutes making sure that I actually get very good shots. And I'd rather do it with someone who isn't going to sigh and roll their eyes through the whole thing. Also, I think it's pretty audacious of him to be actively unsupportive of an activity that hurts no one, but then also expects to benefit when it's actually successful.
Yeah, they're probably gonna break up because that guy is a hater.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. She's right in this situation. She didn't need to invite him because it's like an Instagram thing. He probably just complained the whole time about how it's annoying and fucking gay that they're there and they have to take pictures of all the food. And he'd probably be like, and rolling his eyes and stuff. So why not bring someone who does that with you?
Well, I mean, that is his interest. His interest is hating shit. And so you're not really being supportive of the boyfriend if you don't bring him along to let him do what he likes to do, which is hate you and everything you care about.
Yeah, he's a
That's interesting.
opportunistic bottom feeder. He sucks.
No, she sucks, man.
She sucks?
Myka's
Yes.
right.
Wait,
this guy's
his interests are to hate her and to hate the things she
Yeah.
likes. And that girlfriend is not supporting him in the things he likes to do.
Wow.
That's true, Myka.
Okay,
That's
that is a flip. Okay, I wasn't thinking.
That's a
Sorry.
great point, and I didn't think of it that way.
That's what bonds them together. Is she is a person who has interest and cares about things, and he is a person who hates her and those things, and that's what makes their relationship great. If you can't do that together, then you guys shouldn't be together.
I agree with you, Myka. And you know what? She is an asshole. Listen, bitch, bring your boyfriend to the fucking dinner so that he can fucking hate everything about it. And then when they get home, you can be like, oh my God, I can't believe you took that many fucking pictures. You're so fucking lame.
Yeah, you should let him fucking disrupt the whole restaurant and be like, oh my God, and get into a huge fight there so that she never gets invited back. And then you can just keep doing that until she has nothing left in her life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I honestly think maybe she could monetize on his bad attitude and they could have a whole show be like, she loves it, he hates it. Look at where we go to next.
Yeah, look at where we'll have a fight next.
That's good.
That's
All
right.
right. Well, we figured that one out. Fuck that lady. That dude's cool as hell. And food is good. And we should never take pictures of it. Or we should. I don't know. All right. Next segment of the show. The best segment of the show. Ding, 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 ding,
Sorry,
ding, ding,
Kat.
ding.
This sucks.
It's time for the news with Tim McLaughlin. All
Do you
right.
have your own segment like this?
We just did it.
We just did my segment, which is
Oh.
hot take.
Oh,
And also, Myka has another segment after this.
We have many segments, as
Okay,
you knew
good.
from my list of things, but they're ones
Okay.
you don't know about too. This one is bad because Tim can't read very well, and he doesn't read ahead in the article. So usually we just have to watch him sound out words for
he's
a while.
living in the moment, man.
Left behind items at the European hotel includes dentures, clown costume. Oh my God! A survey of European hotels found
Didn't make
some.
it through the headline.
I made it through the headline. I'm on the first. I couldn't make it through the first sentence. A survey of European hotels found some of the most unusual items left behind by vacationers, including dentures, a full clown costume, and witchcraft paraphernalia.
Nice. That's all from one room, baby.
Yeah.
EasyJet Holidays said it surveyed 100 European hotels in its network to identify the most bizarre and surprising items that ended up at the Lost and Found over the course of the past year. Oh my God. The survey found multiple.
That's all, folks. And that was the news. Everybody.
The survey found multiple hotels ended up with dentures stored in the Lost and Found. One hotel reported finding a full clown costume, complete with the wig, red nose, left behind in a room.
Those weren't even in the same room.
No.
This gets less interesting as you go. I was like, man, the meeting of the Juggalos, those people are getting old as fuck.
Another hotel reported staff found thousands of old German mark coins stashed behind the water tank of a toilet.
That's Nazi stuff.
I always pick up the mattress when we go to hotels. They always do something under the mattress. Not always, but
Tim's hoping to find a free dead hooker.
I've found a bunch of dildos. I've found like 5 dildos in my time, yes.
That's
But
a
not all
lot.
in one room.
Yeah. I mean, stayed in a lot of hotels, but I do it in all of them. I found some mints once.
I think I found a hair tie once.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Not this one.
I was like trying to find the bed bugs in your hair tie.
EasyJet Holidays says its 10 most unusual lost and found items were dentures, witchcraft paraphernalia, prosthetic limbs. How do you forget
Legs.
that?
Damn.
Out in a rush, husband's coming in. You know what I mean?
Leave the leg
A
behind.
glass eye, grandma's lucky teacup, thousands of German marks, a clown costume, inflatable boat.
How do they know it was her lucky teacup?
Maybe someone called in and said, I left my grandma's lucky teacup. Caviar and rosary beads. Honey, those weren't for the rosary.
To me, all these things are sex toys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and even the teacup, that's like something like one person shits in it or pisses in it and the other person drinks it. And they just have to say, oh, my grandma's lucky.
Lucky grandma's the one who gets to fucking taste. Holidays are a time for total relaxation, and we love knowing that our customers make themselves comfortable in our resorts. Matt Callahan, chief operating
still doing
officer
the
at
news?
Jet Holidays, said in a news release.
Dear God, Tim, are we done yet?
There's one more sentence.
Okay.
Why don't you do it like a Telemundo like style?
Our research with our hotel partners have been interesting. Some of the lost and found items are unusual, but we are pleased to find that our customers have very much enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, more eye contact for sure.
All right, and that was the news. Now it's on to our actual best segment. Reviews for the podcast. This is where you can go on Apple iTunes and write your 5-star review. We don't have any reviews on Apple or iTunes this week, but we do have reviews. And we have comments, on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, you like, you subscribe, you hit the little bell for notifications, and then you leave a comment. We'll read the comment on the episode. Today we got a bunch of comments. Our last episode with Adam Gilbert.
That was funny. The clip I saw.
Oh, thanks. I was like, what was funny? The news segment? Because it sucked.
Well, the
it was
news
good.
segment, you just read the article and then we barely chimed in. So I'm like, what's
Well,
the
that's on
point?
you guys. You didn't.
But you went and moving on to the review.
Because it's painful listening to him read, and the story isn't good, and that's why that segment
The story
sucks.
was great.
And he feels the embarrassment.
What do you
I
think
have
that was a good story?
They brought up.
I mean, the job of the podcasters to make it all interesting, right?
That's right, which you guys didn't do.
But you didn't give us a chance. I was like,
Do you have anything left? Do you have anything to say about that?
They
more?
brought up
Not
the clown
really.
costume about 8 times in the article. I thought that was pretty cool.
that chuckle or that laugh. Cool.
Miriam Zapata says, never miss a show.
Yes.
That's good. G. Bresto said, I'd like to see Tim and Adam dressed as Ratchet and Clank for Halloween this year.
Who are they?
From a video game. Nate Thompson says, don't know how I ended up here, but this is absolutely the worst podcast I've ever heard in my life.
Nice.
He
Fan.
listened to this on YouTube, didn't even watch.
Oh, but he commented on YouTube.
Yeah, he commented on YouTube, this is the worst podcast I've ever heard in my life. Didn't even watch it.
Did he hear the whole thing and hate it? That's awesome.
I guess so. He said it's the worst. It can't be the worst.
No,
There's worse podcasts than ours.
maybe he's only heard a couple.
Maybe he has.
We don't know his reference.
Do bad reviews hurt your feelings?
No, I don't really care.
Tim doesn't really care as he replies to every single one.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
It's good for the algorithm.
Yeah.
I say, listen, die. You should fucking die. That's good for the algorithm.
I did a Funny or Die like feature thing, and that exposes you to a ton of trolls, and it was horrible. And it was my first time really receiving that much like comment and attention, and I was like emailing to Funny or Die, hey, can you guys erase it? Hey, can you guys get rid of it? Hey, get rid of it. Because I was just like, and then I realized I wish I wouldn't have done that and just been like, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a ton, and then now they just shut off the comments for videos.
Oh, good.
But there's these trolls. I think they just do it randomly.
Yeah, they have nothing going on in their lives. Their lives are sad. Their whole family hates them. They got no other they're in a loveless marriage with kids. They have no other way to get out their hate and anger than to write it on some stranger's shit on YouTube to make them feel a little bit better about themselves because they, in fact, have done nothing in their lives. So they're like, I better take these people down because I don't actually do anything and I don't contribute to this world in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, maybe someone tried to eat their ice cream right as they were about to take a bite, and that was just like the last straw. And then they were listening to that on the podcast. They're like, I fucking hate. This is the worst thing I've ever heard. You know.
Wow.
That possibly could have happened too. You don't know. We just don't know. We don't know these people. You know.
But I have geolocated him, and I will be knocking on some doors.
AJ Cook says Adam for the win. Buddy C Buddy says entertained. Oh, that's good.
Entertained.
Tarmon says love this show. Micah's so cute from Jeff Casuto.
Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
Wow.
I bet Jeff's a man who would get up and get his own ice cream. You know what I mean?
I bet he isn't.
Eat my pussy.
Cook Tim.
John Bene Tram says Adam got a deviant laugh.
He does have a deviant laugh.
He has the laugh of a fucking elf living in a tree. I think he does it on purpose because of his stature. I think he laughs like that he's a little person, but I think he laughs like that on purpose so that people like feed into the whole mythos of his life. Dire Badger.
It's probably authentic.
Mythos Sorny.
Dire Badger says to bust. Perchance to cream, there's the rub. Don't despair, guys. Most of us can only dream to cause such busting. Interesting.
That was awesome. That wasn't.
That was not Uncle Jemima.
Oh, wow,
Uncle
we got a
Jemima
busting.
did not write in this week, which it is tough to come up with so many ways to bust every week. I am not surprised that he's come back. He's toned it back a little bit. He might be having writer's bust.
Buster's block.
Yeah. Alex says, I'm here for riffing and well done, Tim roast. This episode brought me everything I want from a podcast. What a treat.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Justice Reed says, Micah looking like a snack.
Okay.
I wore a tight shirt last time.
Whoa.
Everyone could see my nubs and nibs.
Tim
Do
looking
that,
like...
Micah. This is good. It's good for business.
Yeah, I know.
Micah was showing her fucking yambos around.
In a high neck top, and everyone lost their fucking mind.
Micah looking like a snack, Tim looking like a meal, and the guest looking like the kids menu.
That is funny and funny.
You're all great, and I know Great Hang will have a serious glow up in 2014. I hope so.
2014.
Yeah, it was a typo, but I got to read it how it's written. Fig Rock says, fun seeing Micah on Legion of Skanks. What's HSR? High Society
Yes,
Radio.
thank you.
I forgot what else, but she was great on all. Behind on EPS. Came here a while back for Tim and Micah are the shit. I think this is my favorite comedy couple, actually.
Wow.
So there we go. And speaking of being a comedy couple and being in love, and Micah and I getting our fight over with.
Kiss.
Well, we're about to fall in love with Micah.
Arthur Aronson came up with a list of 36 questions that if you ask them to your date consecutively, by the end, you will fall in love with them. So I decided to make our guests fall in love with me and maybe get Tim to finally fall in love with me by asking these questions. We'll all share the answers.
Okay.
And they get more and more deep as we go along. And we're in the third set, so you have waded into some depth. But,
Okay.
Kat, I know you to be a lover.
Yeah.
And a deep woman, so I think you can handle this. And Tim, this is very funny. I think a question considering our week. But question number 26: complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share blank.
Wow. I mean, of course, if I say ice cream, everyone's going to lose their mind standing ovation. Kat, go ahead.
I wish I had someone I could share $500 million with. Because then I'd have $250 million with and a high five.
Hell yeah,
That would be sick.
that is a
Right?
great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had someone I could share $1 billion with. I guess I just upped Cats a little bit, but You know, what do I need $500 million for except to buy a fucking jet and fly around all my gigs with Tom?
I've been looking at luxury apartments in New York in case.
Yeah.
I really have. I'm like, okay, I want a pool, I want a workout thing, and then this, and then, but please not Astoria. So,
But yeah, because every place has a pool in Astoria.
well, I saw this beautiful like new apartment building in Astoria, but I'm like, I don't want to live in Astoria, no matter how nice it is.
we could take a helicopter in and out.
Yeah. What was the whole ass question again, Myka?
I wish I had someone with whom I could share blank. I could share.
What will you answer?
I wish I had someone with whom I could share my hopes and dreams.
You know, for a moment, I was like, should I say love?
Yeah.
Share love with? And I'm like,
Ah.
it's too vague.
It's too vague. So are hopes and dreams.
I was gonna say share everything with.
And that was my other one that I first thought in my head, share everything with. Wow, share everything
Like
with.
even like the shower, like the shower head, and so the
Yeah, I don't care about that, Myka. That would not bother me.
I would lose
What
my
about the
fucking
poop,
mind.
though?
Well,
Someone who would shit between my legs while I take a shit.
you can't shit in between them. I've tried to explain this.
You guys should just try it.
I have
Because you
no-
don't know until
Yeah.
you try it.
I have no thigh gap. Then you're gonna get vomited on by me. Do you want to be? You want to
You
share
have
your
a thigh
shit?
gap right now.
Yeah, but I don't sit on the toilet like this. My whole ass covers
Well,
up
you
the
gotta
toilet.
try. You gotta try.
I sit on the toilet like this, and I read.
How about this?
I read the Bible.
When you get those $1 billion, get a wider toilet and fulfill Micah's dream of shitting between your legs.
we could buy
while you shit.
jacuzzis to shit in.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Do they flush? I need a flushing jacuzzi stat. I wish I,
mean,
had someone with whom I could share a flushing
If I had a fucking
jacuzzi.
$1 billion, I could get a flushing jacuzzi. I'm pretty sure. I bet I could make that happen. I bet I could get a flushing jacuzzi in the middle of Times Square for fucking homeless people to fucking take baths in.
That's so thoughtful of you.
You know, thank you.
Yeah, billionaires out there, why aren't you fucking doing Times Square jacuzzis for the poor?
Yeah.
It
All
wouldn't be
these
that
homeless
much
people
money.
are so fucking dirty. Get some fucking flushing tubs. They can bathe in the tubs. They have to wear all their clothes because they got to clean those too.
You can't do it, Tim, because then they'll start plugging in their cell phones and then they'll just occupy it. And then you got to build one for each of them while they're all charging their phones.
Yeah, like they might want to talk to a family member, the only one they have left, or like connect with a social worker who's going to help them out with something.
Yeah, I know all those homeless people love connecting with social workers and trying to get themselves out of this situation.
That's true.
That's
It's
what
a
I
good
always
thing to
see
do.
them helping themselves.
I'm on the train. He's like, can I get $4.65? I need to get uptown to see my social worker so I can work on getting out of this situation.
Yeah, can anyone connect me with someone who's hiring an entry level job and some help on a resume,
Yeah.
please? Anyone?
Does anyone know any kind of data entry job that I can do?
Well, Los Angeles has an extreme homeless situation. I think even worse than
yeah,
New
it's
York.
extreme. They do it
So-
on skateboards and shit.
Drinking Mountain Dew and shit.
Hand plant. Yeah.
All right, go on.
Sometimes I can't riff at all. Like my brain is like, what do you mean?
No, continue to speak on the unhoused, please. And why
Some
is
of
it?
them have jobs and they just, live in their car.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
they do need to talk to their social worker.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm just kidding.
No, you're
Kat
right.
says it's their fault, and the fact that
That's
they're
what my
not
brother says, and we have the same fight every single time we see each other. I'm like, no, it's housing. They're like, it's their fault. They're lazy. I'm like, diseases.
Diseases.
I'm like, alcoholism and depression is the disease. And then my brother's girlfriend will be like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, well,
It is.
I mean, it is a disease that many successful people have somehow. But
Yeah.
okay.
My dad's an alcoholic. He does great.
Yeah. I know plenty of successful depressed people too.
Oh, so I
So
got.
I don't know if that's your only excuse. Maybe find a better one.
My dad does talk to his social worker on a very regular basis, though, and I
he
think
must
that's
have access to a phone charger.
Social worker's the bartender.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they will do that thing. I'm sure they do it in L.A. too. They have the little charging stations here on the street.
They don't have that in LA.
Because people here just create like a house around it.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen the hubs.
I walked by it one day. I go, oh, look at this. And I look in, a guy straight up shooting heroin into his foot. And I was like, huh, interesting.
Wait, if you did do a charging station / hot tub, you could probably scroll through those people pretty quick. It's just like, oh, bzzzt, next.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
By scroll, you mean kill?
Yeah. Swipe left on the homeless, if you know what I mean.
God.
Anyways, bottom line is there's enough homes in this country that are abandoned to put all of our homeless in.
But I don't
And
want to live in Wisconsin.
And I just think if
I
they
know.
could learn to
They don't
live-
have the good drugs there.
Yeah. No, they do. They do. All right. Here we go. Kat, this is a little segment for you to shine.
Okay.
This is where you can tell us a fun party story or a
Alright.
tip for being a great hang.
I got both.
All right, let's do it.
So, tip for being a great hang, if you're hosting your party, okay, first of all, always drink enough water and eat some food before you get to the party. Then, if you're hosting the party, don't get fucked up until like an hour or two, like after like the first real a good amount of guests arrive. Because what will happen to you, which happened to me and my friend Amber, we hosted a party. We told people to come at 8. By 9 o'clock, we're like, nobody's coming. And we were trash and just fell asleep in our rooms. And then I heard that there was like the best party ever. And like people fell in love. Like it was amazing. But we just got so drunk and fell asleep.
Wait, people just walked in without you guys even opening the door for them?
Yes. Like people started coming in. And at some point I'm like, I'm tired because we started too early. And then I kind of... I'll admit, we closed the door and locked it. And so some people's stuff got locked in our place and they had to come back the next day. But we had a rooftop.
Yeah.
So people kept partying there or whatever. But we basically just passed out. And another time...
So you missed out on the best party ever because...
Apparently, because we started drinking too early and didn't wait for people to actually show up. Another time it was my birthday and I had a party at the Gutter in Brooklyn. And I did the same thing. I told people like 8 o'clock or something. It's like 9:30. No one's coming. Someone I was with, one of their presents was a little box of drugs. I was like, well, might as well get into the K since no one's coming.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then everyone showed up. And it was just like all my exes who I'm friends with and all my friends. And I'm just like, oh. And
Sucks to get caught in a K-hole when you're stuck at the gutter.
yeah, well,
She got a K-hole and then fell in deeper into the X-hole.
yeah, they were all there. So
And then
so
she
nice.
started being like, why? And then went to her Z's. Because she's sleeping.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got there
That's
somehow.
some good alphabet work, Micah.
Thank you.
You got anything
I'm gonna
else
go
for
to
the
L.
other letter? Yeah.
All right. No, go ahead.
No, but
Riff over. That.
But that is true. You don't want to be, you want to make sure you're progressively getting minorly fucked up as the night goes on. You don't want to be fucked up when everyone gets there because then you're going to fuck up all your food and stuff too if you're...
yeah. And it took me a long time to realize, I mean, my birthday party is one thing, but some of these other parties, if you're a comedian or whatever, or people that are there, people like are in your industry, that's technically a work party. And that's not where you're going to blow your load. You're going to blow your load at the after party after that when it's a select few that you trust to be fucked up around.
That's smart.
And it took a long time for me to realize. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's actually a work party.
Oh, yeah. I just learned that this year. Holy shit.
I just learned that right now. I never thought of that till now. Because most of these people ain't shit that I hang out with, so I don't even see them as like peers, you
Look,
know?
I used to think a lot of people weren't shit, and then they all ended up becoming producers to things. And then guess who's not shit?
Damn.
So, yeah.
Brutal. Well, you hear that, Tom Takar? Maybe you'll be something someday.
One last tip: if you do accidentally do too much K at a party,
Yes, this is good. This is a good tip.
A good thing to do is just pretend you're drunk. Be like, "Oh God, I must have."
Just lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that happened to me one time. I forget the name of the bar, but I don't know what was wrong with me that I couldn't connect with people. And I was
Were
like,
you at Ketamines?
I wasn't there. Wait, that's what I was doing.
No, I'm just saying the name of the bar is Ketamine. It was just a
It
fun
was like a metal
bar name.
It had a metal name. I don't know. It was like somewhere in Bushwick, and I went downstairs to the bathroom, and I took such a big rip of ketamine that I thought I probably had a little aneurysm or something.
Oh, sure.
And then I go upstairs, and I was just like so out of it that I had to just be like, "Oh yeah, I drank too much." terrible.
Yeah, and
I was lost.
That's a good plan too, because then if you really do fucking pass out and you get taken to the hospital, the doctors won't know what to look for.
And also, don't take ketamine and then get in your hot tub. You will fucking die.
Is that what Matthew Perry was on?
Uh-huh.
He was taking.
He
these
calls
mouth
it getting ket wet.
Yeah. He was taking what?
I was at a bar in LA and someone was talking about this ketamine therapy that they take that they order online and you put it on your mouth and then that's what Matthew Perry was doing.
Oh.
Wait, really? I thought those were supposed to be tiny doses, though.
Oh, he must have taken a lot. And then the guy who I talked to at the bar about it, he was saying that he was kind of sometimes saving them up.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he took too many.
People. That's the problem. You gotta have someone give them to you because these people just save them up and they'll do a bunch at once.
The guy I saw at the bar that said he did that, he like his skin, he didn't look healthy.
No, I bet he didn't. I would be sure he didn't.
He didn't look healthy.
Did you have a fun party story?
Those weren't
Those
fun.
were the- no,
Those were the stories. Okay,
They
they were
were-
the stories mixed with the tips.
They were
All
rolled
right.
in with the tip.
That was smart. Oh wow, they were. It was
Much
so
like a
good.
good joint, it was rolled with the tip.
I know. It was so good it fucked me over. All right, now it's time to speak ill of the dead. A segment, Kat, you said you had a tough time with.
Yeah,
Because you don't. Why did you have such a tough time?
I don't want to be haunted.
Yes,
I'm scared of getting haunted by whoever I talk about. Like I went through like real people. I went through celebrities. I'm like, they're gonna come after me.
Kat, are you Latina in any way?
I am Latina. I'm Colombian.
See, this is the thing I found with our Latina guests. They find themselves. I think Irene was worried also about being haunted. I think they find themselves worried that a haunting will happen to them.
Yeah, very mystical.
Yes.
Mystical race of people.
So you go first, Kat. Who would you like to haunt you the most?
Well, maybe a visit.
Okay, all right.
Okay, like Prince is cool. and
But we're talking ill of them.
You have
we're
to
not.
talk shit on him then.
why did he die so soon?
No, Kat. Kat, I'll do it. All right.
Our friend Kevin, who didn't leave the Theragun for me. How about that?
There
Barnett?
you go.
Everybody wanted that Theragun, but his dad had to take it.
Wait, what? I didn't know people were.
We all talked about it.
Famed comedian Kevin Barnett. Rest
First
in
person
peace.
to own a Theragun.
He was.
I never seen one before. He had
That's
this
so funny.
extreme exercise, like
Famed
massage
comedian and tech geek.
Kevin Barnett. So wait, so you were mad at him because he didn't leave you his Theragun? That's very funny.
I'm not mad, but for the sake of the bit, because I don't want to be haunted by
Nah,
Kevin either.
Fuck you, Kevin.
He's gonna-
You couldn't fucking
Kevin.
leave Kat. You're dead. You need to hold on to your
What do you
Theragun.
need that Theragun for? Kat's over here fucking knotted up to hell.
I ended up buying a Theragun recently. Like I got it on sale. I don't want to. I scammed my way into a Theragun, but
Rest in piss, Kevin. You
Rest in
can't.
piss.
You don't have any muscles to fucking
Yeah.
pound out in heaven.
his dad got the Theragun per what I heard around the scene because everybody wanted it.
Oh yeah, you left it in the will for your daddy.
Wow, fucked up, Kevin.
You know, Kevin would like this roast.
Yeah.
He used to like stuff like this.
All right, I'm gonna talk shit on FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. How you gonna die a month before the Nazis surrender? You fucking not seeing your shit to the end, ass motherfucker.
Wow,
You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I hate you. And I hope you're in hell getting butt fucked by the devil while Kevin Barnett's fucking working out all his damn knots with his fucking Theragun. You cocksucker.
All right, and I'm gonna speak ill of Pythagoras. First of all, fuck you, fuck your equation. It turns out he might not have even come up with it. He might have stolen the idea, but that's beside
Let's
the
go.
point. The worst thing is Pythagoras died because he was being chased by his political rivals, which is cool.
Who are his political rivals?
Pythons.
Ice cream and whipped cream? Fucking Pythagoras? It's Pythagoras.
Oh, yeah.
I went with the pythons.
Yeah,
That was good too.
that was good too.
Mike is just saying the name wrong. It's Pythagoras. It's not Pythagoras.
Oh yeah, is he? Oh, and fuck you for no. You don't know how it's pronounced. It's it's P-Y. I'm saying it's
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras. And he was chased by his political rivals until he got to like a patch of beans and wouldn't run through it and was killed. And he wouldn't run through it because it was against his moral moral fiber to consume beans, and he didn't want to go against his own teaching. So he's like, I can't be amongst these beans, so I might as well get fucking killed. And that's how he fucking died. And you're a little bean bitch, Pythagoras. I hope you fucking rot in hell eating beans and having them shoved up your ass by the devil.
I hope the devil's taking his bean pod cock and fucking ramming it right in your ass, you piece of shit.
Damn, he really didn't want to fart. You know, he probably had a real issue with.
Yeah, he was probably embarrassed.
Yeah,
Sad.
I don't know why I was anti-bean, but I'm pro-bean.
I'm pro-bean. They're an indigenous thing. I don't know how to describe
Yeah.
it.
It's
But there's
true.
like the Four Sisters. It's like all the beans. It's like a Native American thing where you're like.
What are you against the Native Americans, Pythagoras? What? Because they hadn't
Probably-
been invented yet?
Yeah, because Native Americans hadn't been invented yet, you fucking bigoted piece
Fucking
of shit.
bigot.
Maybe it
Rotten
was
hell.
like a whatever beanstalk thing, and he didn't want to get caught up in it. He knew he'd trip.
Oh, you think Jack and the Giants were going to come fucking stomp on your freaking ass, you little pussy?
Well, you got killed, and it turns out your life wasn't worth a hill of beans.
Damn. All right, and that's the podcast. We just have
Wow.
our final segment. Sign-offs. I'll go first. Signing off, it is I, the greatest man to have ever lived. A sharing man who loves to share. Old Share Boy, they call me. Old Sherry McSherrington, your Patreon dad. Check out the Patreon at patreon.com/greathang. Your free feed best friend, Timothy Grady McLaughlin II.
And signing off, it is I, a woman who just wants to eat the ice cream in her bowl. A woman who loves chocolate ice cream and hates having food snatched right from out of her mouth. It is me, Toey's mom, Kat's friend, Tim's friend and girlfriend, and your friend and podcast host, Myka Fox.
And I'm Kat
So
Toledo.
you gotta
You start saying
motherfucker, you have to say
Single-
signing
Oh,
off.
signing off.
All right, now you can stand up.
Is me, Kat Toledo, single woman with all the ice cream in the world to share or not, because I don't have to even think about it. I can watch anything I want. I have Criterion Collection. I got Paramount. I got all the things. And guess what? What do I want to watch? Oh, anything you want? Yes. That's it. Thank you.
And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.